Oh, I have the great honor of being the director here at Circus World, which means that I get to work alongside a mighty team of 9 full-time staff that take care of 64 acres. The world's largest collection of circus artifacts and ephemera. During the summer season, we get to increase our staffing and welcome performers from around the world that get to perform under our big top tent and around our grounds. Bringing circus to life. So here at Circus World, we have been blessed to welcome children of all ages to our grounds for the last 64 years. We opened our doors in a much humbler space than we are now. When we opened, we had 6 wagons and 2 buildings, which has grown into 64 acres and 265 of those wagons. We are one of 12 historic sites of the state of Wisconsin. We are here to celebrate Wisconsin circus heritage because over 100 circuses have come from the state of Wisconsin. Here in Baraboo, we're the historic hometown of the Ringling Brothers, who started their circus here in 1884 with a big top tent that sat 400 people. And within less than a decade, they had grown their enterprise into the largest touring enterprise in the world. Circus World is such an important institution which welcomes academia and guests from around the world to really learn and dive into the world of the circus. You know, it's an amazing art form that's been around as part of the American experience for longer than Coca-Cola, baseball, and the Kentucky Derby. As long as people want to be entertained in a wholesome and family way, the circus is its best conduit for that. My favorite part about Circus World really is watching families come through our door. For grandma and grandpa, and in many instances, mom and dads, the circus was their Peppa Pig, their Paw Patrol, their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of their generation. It was what they connected to for joy when the circus came to their town. There's some dried cotton candy on the cheek. There might be half of their face painted. They got some winky blinky toy in their hand. They're like, this was awesome. When can we come back? And that, to me, is the magic of the circus. You know, I always said, and it truly is to this day, the child in the audience was and still is me. So watching children do that and spending a whole day with us and still want more, that's a sign of an amazing product and art form, and it just energizes me each and every day.
My background with the circus is that I auditioned on a whim with Ringling Brothers and Baraboo Circus in 1985. I was studying theater and film in college, and I wanted to do physical comedy, and this seemed like the circus might be a place I could do it. So I went to an audition with about 70 other people and kind of found myself amongst my own tribe, I guess. I've never felt so comfortable around so many people. And I was lucky enough to get into the Ringling Brothers and Barnum Clown College. And then after that program, I was lucky enough to be offered a contract to tour with the Ringling Brothers Circus, the greatest show on earth. And I thought I'd stay 1 year. I ended up staying 10. The Clown Hall of Fame happened. We had lived in Baraboo, my wife and I, had lived in Baraboo, and we were working at Circus World Museum, which is the home of the Ringling Brothers, and we decided that we wanted to be less on the road, so we were looking for opportunities that were not as travel heavy because our daughter was in school. So we ended up, my wife ended up working for the Boys and Girls Club of South Central Wisconsin. She became their director. And I became the executive director of the International Clown Hall of Fame, which was in originally Delavan, Wisconsin, but they were looking for a new home, and it just seemed Baraboo was a good fit with all the other circus lineage that this community has, the Al Ringling Theater, the Al Ringling Mansion and Brewery, the Circus World Museum, of course, and there's just everywhere you look here in Baraboo, there's something circus-centric about it. So if you're into circus, this is like the mothership. Clown Hall of Fame is so important because it's a niche museum. I mean, there's so many museums. One of the greatest in the world here is Circus World Museum, and they celebrate all forms of circus arts, from everything from trapeze to clown to animals to acrobats to every aspect of the circus. Our museum is very, very specific. We focus really on clowns. I think that's important to celebrate comedy and laughter, and we need that more in our world every day. My favorite clown that, in circus, I would say probably Lou Jacobs, just because he is such an incredible icon for the circus. And I had a work ethic, and he got to clown for 66 years on Ringling Brothers Barn Belly Circus, and he was one of my teachers at the Clown College. So it was kind of worshiping at a shrine every time he would teach, and we'd sit at his feet and just listen to this very wise man, very humble man. So on circus element, I would say Lou Jacobs. We're honored to tell the stories of these clowns that worked here and worked in the circus and all these other entertainment mediums. So to me, I consider it a great honor that we're able to perpetuate their story and let people know who they were. Most circus clowns are not known by our names. We're known more by our face. So we're able to put a story behind that face and share that with new generations. So I think that's probably the most important and satisfying part of the Clown Hall of Fame.